we go. Am I the a-hole for leaving my wife stranded overseas after discovering her solo retreat was with an online boyfriend? My goodness, I already can tell this is going to be a crazy story. This story has two updates. I, 38 male, have been married to my wife. She's 36 for 12 years. We have two kids, ages 8 and 6. Things haven't been great lately. Work stress, kids, the usual. My wife suggested she take a solo retreat to find herself. Man, if your spouse is going somewhere without you for an extended period and it isn't work, you need to be concerned. I was skeptical, but agreed. She booked a 2-week trip to Bali. I stayed home with the kids. 3 days into her trip, I kind of felt something was off. Don't overlook your gut feelings. She wasn't responding to texts as often as she promised. When she did, the responses were short. No pictures, no stories about her self-discovery. Just doing great. Miss you guys. I tried video calling. She always had an excuse. Bad Wi-Fi, about to go to bed. In the middle of a meditation session. Shucks, this woman is cheating clear as day. You don't leave your spouse behind of 12 years to find yourself in another country. Come on, man. I'm not proud of what I did next. I checked our shared cloud account, found recent photos she'd taken, not solo shots of Bali beaches, pictures of her with a guy, dinners, tourist spots, even one of them kissing. I was blindsided, angry, hurt. I did some digging. Turns out she'd been chatting with this guy online for months. Met him in a married but looking for him. What? A married but looking for him? They have those? Wow. They planned this whole retreat together. I confronted her over text. No. Why did he do this over text? Guys, we all know that was the wrong step. Sent her the photos I found. Asked who the hell this guy was. She panicked. Claimed he was just a friend she met there. The kiss was a mistake. Yeah, bullshit. She was lonely and it just happened. I didn't buy it. Told her I knew about the online chats, the planned meetup. She broke down. Admitted everything. Begged me not to do anything rash. Said we could work it out when she got home. What? Work it out? I made a decision. Canceled her return flight and hotel reservation. Oh, damn. Tried to block her access to our joint account, but I couldn't. So I took most of the money out of it. I left just enough in it to keep it open. Texted her that she's on her own. Told her to ask her new boyfriend for help. She's been blowing up my phone, crying, pleading, threatening. She's stranded with no money. The guy apparently ditched her when things got real. Her family's calling me an asshole, say I'm putting her in danger. I told them the truth. I showed them the evidence. They backed off, but I still think I went too far. My parents agree with my decision. Best friend says I'm justified, but should help her get home for the kids' sake. So, Reddit, am I the asshole for leaving her to fend for herself? Or was I right to cut her off after what she did? Edit, thank you all for your input. Now I will address a few things. 1. Yes, I'm sure it's her in the photos. Unless she has an identical twin I don't know about. 2. No, this isn't the first time she's done something like this. There was an emotional affair with a coworker 2 years ago. We worked through it. Clearly, that was a mistake. Oh, hell yeah, it was a mistake. Why did you take her back? Please don't say because of the kids. You can co-parent. 3, the kids are with their parents right now. They don't know what's going on yet. I'm trying to figure out how to tell them. 4, I've talked to a lawyer, started divorce proceedings. I'm documenting everything. 5, for those asking about finances, I make about 70% of our household income. She works part-time. The account I tried to block her access was joint, but I've moved my direct deposits to a new separate account. 6, yes, I know her location. She's still in Bali. I'm not completely heartless. I've been monitoring her location through her phone. If she goes off grid, I'll contact the embassy. 7, those saying I'm the asshole for snooping, fair point. I'd say her year-long deception trumps my moment of weakness. Thanks again for your input. I'll update when there's more to share. Update. It's been a week since my last post. A lot has happened. First, my wife made it home. Her parents wired her money for a ticket. She's staying with them now. Let her see the kids. supervised visit at a neutral location. She tried to talk to me. I shut it down. All communication goes through our lawyers now. Speaking of lawyers, divorce proceedings are in full swing. It's getting ugly. She's claiming I financially abused her by canceling the cards. Says leaving her stranded was cruel and unusual punishment. My lawyer says her claims won't hold up. The evidence of her affair is pretty damning. I told the kids. Hardest conversation of my life. Kept it simple. Said mom and dad don't get along anymore. We're going to live apart. They'll still see both of us. They took it hard. Lots of tears. My daughter, 8, asked if it was her fault. Broke my heart. Assured her it absolutely wasn't. My wife's family has done a 180. They've seen all the evidence now, realized the extent of her deception. They're still helping her out, but they're not defending her actions anymore. Her sister called to apologize for giving me a hard time. Work's been understanding. Gave me some time off to sort things out. I'm throwing myself into projects now. Keeps my mind off things. My friends have been supportive. Guys from my basketball league have been checking in, offering to watch the kids. Grab a beer. It helps. I'm in therapy. To process everything. Anger, betrayal, guilt over the kids. It's a lot. My wife sent a few emails, apologies, excuses, begging for another chance. I'm not responding. Actions have consequences. Yep, they sure do. So that's where things stand. Been a hell of a week, but I'm taking it one day at a time, focusing on the kids, on healing. Thanks for all the support, Reddit. It helped me more than you know. I'll update again when I get a chance, and there's more to share. Final update. It's been 6 months since this all went down. Figured I owed you all a final update. The divorce is final, and as bad as it could have been. My ex finally realized she didn't have a leg to stand on. Dropped the financial abuse claims. We settled out of court. Custody was the biggest fight. I pushed for full custody. She wanted 50-50. We compromised on 50-50 custody, with me paying child support. It's not much, and I am okay with it. People are asking, why am I paying child support? It's simple. I make more. She gets every other weekend and 1 weeknight dinner. Financially, I'm okay. The house is mine. I'm paying her alimony for 18 months to help her get on her feet. That sucks. She cheats and she still gets paid. But it's temporary. The kids are adjusting. It's been tough. Lots of questions, lots of tears, but they're resilient. In family therapy, it's helping. My ex is, well, she's trying. She's in individual therapy. Seems to genuinely regret her actions. Too little, too late for her marriage. But it's good for the kids. Work's going well. Got a promotion last month. The distraction has been good. Plus, the extra money helps with lawyer fees. I've started dating again. Nothing serious. Just dinner here and there. Weird being back in the game after 12 years. But it's nice to be reminded that there are good people out there. Looking back, do I regret leaving her in Bali? Not really. Was it petty? Yeah, it was. Potentially dangerous? Possibly. It was the wake-up call we both needed. Showed me I couldn't trust her. Showed her actions have consequences. But I blame him. She had an emotional affair before this incident. He should have divorced her then. Some of you called me the asshole. Some said I was justified. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. I'm not proud of everything I did. I'm proud of how I've handled things since. So, final verdict, was I the asshole? Maybe somewhat, but she was the bigger asshole for cheating. But sometimes you need to be a bit of an asshole to stand up for yourself. Life isn't a fairy tale. People mess up, make bad choices. The real test is how you deal with the fallout. I'm dealing, one day at a time. Your advice, support, and even your criticism helped me through some dark times. Here's to new beginnings. Well, as you heard him say, actions have consequences. But he could have saved himself a lot of grief the first time his wife had the emotional affair. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.